Hello my loves, it is Nail by Millie and today I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I did these birthday nails for one of my favorite clients. And the best part about these nails is that they have money on the underside of the nails like shown in this video. So let's get into the tutorial. Before I get into the video, I just wanted to share with you guys that I have been accepted into the Amazon influencer program. So I have made a storefront and I made a list just for this video with all of the items that I use in this video that are from Amazon, and I will be adding more lists as well for that. And then the cash bottoms that I did in this video were inspired by this nail TikToker or this nail artist, and I just want to give my babe her credit because this is where I got the idea from. So let's get into the video. So before my client even came and got in my chair, I took some brush on glue, some saran wrap, some money pieces that I cut up, and I cut up just some fake money from Amazon, which I used two $20 bills and just cut up anything that said 20 on it basically. And so I'm just kind of gluing the money how I would like it, and you gotta look at it on the underside to make sure, because that's the side that's going to be seen. So I'm just putting down some glue, putting the money on top, and then I'm pressing it into the saran wrap because the saran wrap helps it dry flat on the nail tip so no pieces are sticking up at all when I go in with my acrylic. And I know you guys are probably wondering, how did I know what size tips to use for my client? I knew what size her thumb and her pinky were because most people have the same size thumbs and she's been coming to me for a while, so I kind of already knew those two sizes. But the other three fingers I just sized up, and when she got here I filed them to make sure that they fit her nail correctly, so they were just bigger tips, and I just cut them down to the size of her nail when she came. So this step is just making sure I'm getting the undersides of the nails all how I would like them. And it is her 20th birthday, so when she flips over her hands, I want both hands on her middle and her ring finger to say 20, so a 2 and a 0, 2 and a 0 on both of her ring fingers and her middle fingers. And after I saw that TikTok that I posted in the beginning, I knew I just needed to do money bottoms or cash bottoms for my client's birthday. And then I thought about putting the 2 and the 0 in it, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm so cold, like how did I even think of this, like this is gonna be so cold. And I hadn't seen this client in like a month and a half, and usually she comes to me every 2 weeks, so I was really missing her, and I was like, I'm going to snap on her nails, like she hasn't seen me in a minute and it's her birthday, like I'm gonna go crazy. So that was kind of like the motive behind this set. But yeah, this is just me making sure everything is glued down and flat, and making sure that everything looks good from the bottom side, because the top side will not matter at all. It's gonna get covered up by paint and acrylic. And this method with the glue and the saran wrap can work for anything big or anything that doesn't stick flat, like sequences, dried flowers, anything like that. Do this and it will work perfectly. So these are what the tips look like from the underside, which everyone's going to see, or if they ask to see. And then this is what the top looks like that are going to get covered up by the acrylic and the gel. So now this is when my client actually came and was in my chair. I'm going in and pushing back her cuticles and This cuticle pusher is from Amazon, so the link will be in my storefront. And then I'm just going in with my drill and these drill bits for my sanding bands, and I'm just going in and removing the shine from her natural nail so the acrylic can adhere nicely to her nails. And then after this, I did go in and cut her cuticles. I just did not include it in this video, but I did. And then I'm just going in and gluing her tips down so her thumb fit perfectly, and so did her pinky, because those were the nails that I kind of already knew. And then here's me just making sure that the 20 would be on the right nails when she flipped her hand over. And then these nails were bigger, but I just cut them down to size so they fit perfectly from sidewall to sidewall. And then I kind of made them super long, so I'm just going in and cutting them down a little bit. And you'll see me flip the hand over, or her hand over. I'm just making sure that I'm not cutting too far into the 2 and the 0, because I still want it to be at the tip of her nail when she flips it over. And then I'm just shaping the nails a little bit, but not a lot. And then her pointer finger was super wide on that one side, so I'm just going in and making it a little skinnier. And the part of the reason why that was so wide is because I was using bigger tips than what her nail size actually is. And this file I'm using is 8080 file. So now I'm going in with my pink wipes and some 100% acetone, and I'm just removing all the dust and anything that may be on her nail beds, because for this client we like to use rubber base for her method, or her base just makes her nails last longer because she is a nail biter, or was. And so her nail beds are already kind of tiny to begin with, and this has helped us and has helped made her sets last longer. So we just went in with dehydrator, because you only need dehydrator when doing rubber base. And then this is the Cody rubber base from Amazon, also linked on my storefront. And I'm going to apply 1 coat of this, and then she'll put it into the lamp and cure it for maybe 2 minutes, because the rubber base does take a little bit longer to cure all the way. And the reason this works so well is because gel adheres better to the natural nails than acrylic does, so it just makes it last longer. So now I'm going in with my Mia Secret Cover Nude blush in my clear, and then my Mia Secret monomer. And y'all, this is when I start freaking out, because I already had the idea in my head that I was going to do Frenchies on top, and so I needed to get a nude color base with the acrylic at least at the top of the nail to be able to do this, because I don't have any nude gel polish, so it wouldn't work any other way. And I never thought that the money would be so dark, and so when I started applying the nude, it was kind of showing the money underneath, and I kind of started freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, is this going to work? Like, am I gonna have to think of a new design to put on top? I was like going crazy, but we figured it out. We got it thick enough so that it was opaque, where I needed it to be, because the tip can be clear all you want because it's gonna get covered up. So I'm just laying the nude color down until it is opaque enough and where none of the money is showing, and then I'm going in with the rest of the nail with the clear and also building my apex with the clear. And it was really hot this day in my nail room, and I really need to start putting my monomer in the fridge or something a little bit colder, because y'all see the way these beads are just running everywhere. Like, this is such a ugly application clip, y'all. And then my small brush is also not helping because I cannot pick up a lot of product at once, but I prefer working with a small brush. But I also kind of need to get a bigger one soon, just for these longer sets, because it would probably save a lot of time. But you see me continue to wipe the sides and just make sure the nails are level, make sure there's apex in it, just making sure everything is good, so that it sets it up for it to be filed easier. And now I'm going back in with my 80/80 nail file, and I'm just filing and reshaping the sides of the nails before I go in with my e-file. So I'm just making sure that they're nice and crisp on the sides and at the free edge, because the application kind of does eat away at the shape a little bit. So I'm just redefining it, and I'm not going super hard when I do this step. I'm just doing it a few times because I'll do it again later. So the first drill bit I use is the 5-in-1 panna drill bit from Amazon in coarse, and I just go in and remove any bumps that the nail may have and kind of clean up the edges and make them a little less thick. And then I'll go in and seal the cuticle as well, so there's no lifting at all. And if you don't have this drill bit, y'all need to go get it, because this is the only drill bit I need in my life. Shoot, none of the other ones even matter. If I was stranded on a desert island and I could only take one drill bit with me, this would be the one. This would be the one. It definitely would be. And then I'm going in and kind of cutting down the nails in the length a little bit, just because I did do them a little bit longer than she usually has them. So I was kind of feeling bad. I was like, girl, I know your nails not usually this long, so let me try to help you out a little. And then I'm going in with my sanding band again, and I'm just smoothing out everything on the nail, around the cuticle, and then all along the nail as well. Then after that, I redefined the shape again and just kind of fixed everything up. Then I filed the other hand, and then I had my client go wash her hands. So now we are back, and because the pinky was so thin, I couldn't do the nude color as thick to cover the money, so the money was still kind of showing a little bit. So I just decided to cover that whole nail with Perfect White by Madame Glam. And Madame Glam needs to sponsor the girl because I literally love the gel polishes, and the white is literally so opaque. Like, look at that, that's one coat. This pink color is Perfect White mixed with Perfect Red, and just to get a nice pink color. And then this is just a little Mia Secret detailing brush, and I'm just drawing my French. And I don't know why I decided to fill in the French with this little ass brush, but y'all are gonna watch it. Y'all will watch me do my thing. I really should have took a Madame Glam brush and wiped the gel off of it and just used it and then cleaned it off after and then put it back in the bottle. That's what I really should have done, but it's okay. So I'm just gonna do French on the next with these 3 nails, and then the thumb will be white as well, just so it kind of matches a little bit better. And you see me kind of measuring the nail next to it so I can make sure the French are at the same height, or I don't know, the same height, the same area, I guess. And then the thumb will just be white, and then I'll have her put her hand in the lamp and cure that for 60 seconds. And now she's back from the lamp, and we're gonna do our second coat. Like, can we just talk about how white that is? Like, this white is so white that when you take a picture with flash, it has a bluish tint to it. Like, I just love it. And then I'm going in. I'm sorry if you hear someone yelling in the back. My neighbor is yelling outside for who knows what. But I'm going in with the pink and just redefining the French, and then filling that in again just to make sure there's no areas that aren't covered. And this design that is on the tops of her nails is not inspired by anyone. It's just what I thought of laying in bed at night when I thought of the money bottoms. And for some reason, the French on this pointer finger was really beating my ass because I had to erase it a couple times. So now that we have our 2 coats of everything and we have cured it, we're gonna go in and do the marble on the pinky and the thumb. So how I do the marble for this set, I put down a layer of top coat, and this is the Diamond Gel Top Coat by Nail Supply Glamour. And then with that same detail brush, I'm going to scoop up the pink color and the white color and have it heavily on my brush, and then I'm just gonna kind of swirl it around until I like how it looks, and then she will cure that in the lamp. And then here's just me doing the other side on the thumb. When I did the pinky, you couldn't see it, it was out of frame, so I'm just showing you the thumb so you can see how I did the marble again. And make sure to wipe the side so the shape isn't getting messed up and all bulky. And I really think I forgot to put top coat on that finger before I just did it for a second time. I don't know what was going on, but now I'm just going in and adding top coat onto those 4 nails because they will not have anything else on them, and those nails are done. So now I'm going in and putting on the Cancer, oh my god, I said Cancer gang, it's my birthday coming up soon, that's why I say Cancer, but putting on the Gemini sign on one hand, and then this little triangle charm on the other hand because they're both like longer charms, so they kind of match. And I put that on with my diamond gel glue from Nail Supply Glamour, and then this is like the precise glue where you can get into the crevices and make sure that the charm isn't going anywhere. And I love this glue. So yes, my clients have both glue on their nails, the charms aren't going anywhere. And then that finger kind of got stuck to the other finger, and I had like the gel was kind of sticking out crazy, so I just kind of filed that off. And then I'm going to top coat these 3 nails or these 6 nails and then cure them in the lamp. And also that diamond gel glue does need to be cured in the lamp, so between those coats they were cured in the lamp. And my top coat was like running out when I was doing this, and I still am waiting for my top coat. So you know, your girl was struggling a little bit because it was not trying to come out for me, but it's still okay because we got the thing done. So now I'm going in on her ring finger and her pointer finger. I'm going to do the croc design, so I'm just taking top coat and a dotting tool and just kind of making the little croc lines. And for some reason I decided to dip it, and then when I dipped it, it just looked all flat and didn't look the same as when I just brush it on top. So you'll see me take that one off in a second, just because I didn't like the way it looked. So this one, you'll see me scoop it and put it on that way, and then I'm gonna wipe that one off because I didn't like it. I didn't even show you, but I wiped it off. And then I'm going in and doing the same on the other side. And I think this would have looked a little bit better if I decided to do it with the pink color, because the pink gel polish is a little bit thicker than this clear top coat. So I mean, it's still fine. I don't know why I always try to knock myself. Like, these still look fire, babe. Like, what are you talking about? And for some reason, I just kind of did them in sections instead of doing both the whole nails at once. The only problem with doing the croc like this is it's just kind of hard to see the top coat. You kind of gotta move the finger crazy to make sure that the top coat is like perfect before you put it on, because sometimes it can get messed up and you don't even notice because it's clear. Yeah, been there. So now that I have finished the croc designs, hold up, my phone is ringing. That's how you know I'm tweaking, because my phone is literally fucking dead, so that's not my phone ringing. Okay, so on the other hand, we put a R charm, and on this side we put a Gemini sign. So no matter what hand she shows somebody, it's gonna say Gemini, because period. And then, you know, she had to get the little R for her man. And then I'm just putting the precise glue on there again and curing that. And then the last and final step, putting on our nail by Millie cuticle oil, and this one is in the scent Peaches and Coconut. And she had like a little bit of gel polish on her finger, so I was just scraping it off with a file. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and y'all should leave me some comments down below on what video ideas y'all want to see next. I would greatly appreciate it. I love you all.